Hey guys, welcome to my very first episode of Katie Chat, my brand new podcast that is launching today. So I'm super excited, and usually this podcast will release every Friday at 6 p.m. However, this Friday it was May 1st, and the next day, which today is May 2nd, is a super special day to me. It is the birthday of my inspiration for life, the reason I do all the crazy things that I do, and that is my grandma. She passed away now, I guess it's been 14 years now, and while it's been hard, I feel like she's still here with me, and the reason, like I said, the reason why I do the things I do. So today is her birthday. She would be 81 years old. So today is a little bit different. I'm posting this podcast today on her birthday as a special happy birthday. So this one's for my angel up in heaven. So here we go. Let's get started with our first episode of Katie Chat. Hey, I hope quarantine hasn't made you guys too crazy yet. But seriously, isn't this the craziest thing that has ever happened? It almost doesn't feel real, and I'm kind of waiting to wake up from this dream any second now. You know that feeling you get when you are deep in a book and then you suddenly pop back into reality, maybe for like a bathroom break or like a snack break? Well, that's kind of how I've been feeling, except I'm still waiting to pop back into real life. But I guess that means that all this must actually be real, and it kind of gives me the creeps when I think about it too much. But good thing this podcast isn't about COVID-19. So let's get to why you decided to listen to this podcast in the first place. Well, maybe you're just checking it out for the first time. Maybe you want to start your own podcast. And I hope that this can be a learning experience for both me and you. No idea if anyone's going to like this. I mean, yes and no. It's not really about whether... Of course, I want people to like it, but, I really am doing this for me, and I'm hoping that it helps other people and guides other people and really inspires other people to do things that might be a little outside their comfort zone. But just in case you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself. Well, I'm Katie, and like many rookie podcasters, I have pretty much no clue what I'm doing. I'm just, doing it. Of course, I've done plenty of research, but the reason I've gotten this far is because of the people behind me, supporting me in everything that I do. Because of this, that is one of the many reasons I decided to create a podcast in the first place, to celebrate all of the amazing people who have guided me and inspired me through my life. And I really do mean it when I say that I would not be where I am today without them. Seriously, I mean it. Cliche, everyone says it, but 110% I mean it. Now, not all of these people are close friends and family. Some of them are individuals who probably have no idea who I am or even knew that I thought so much about them. Hopefully that doesn't sound too creepy, but I mean, it's true. Like, Nina Dobrev has no idea who I am or that I exist, but she is an inspiration to me. So, take that how you want. It is my goal to not only celebrate these people, but to share my life stories and how I have grown and learned and overcome so many of the crazy things life likes to throw at you. I'm excited to have many of these people on my podcast as well, to share their stories and their life journeys and hopefully guide you. And just in case you get really sick and tired of listening to my voice, you have someone else to listen to. So before we dance around and talk with my crew, let me share a little bit more about me. And that's the hard part, figuring out where to start exactly. So I guess I'll kind of start at the beginning. Don't worry, it'll be brief. Well, hopefully. No, just kidding. It'll be brief. So here we go. I grew up in a town about 30 minutes north of Atlanta. And I'm an only child with two awesome parents that are sometimes more like my siblings. We're all just super close. One day they shoved me in a dance class after trying out every single sport and me being a little too aggressive in the hopes that dance would tame me. I mean, no kidding. I played t-ball, I think, when I was 5, and I was tackling people because I wanted to get the ball in the outfield. Didn't matter where they hit the ball. Even if I was on one side of the field, I would run to the other side and tackle them because I wanted the ball. So, don't worry, we've calmed down. But dance tamed everything but my soul. It set it on fire, and I fell in love with the art of dance. I wanted nothing more than to be a professional dancer. Whether that meant dancing on Broadway, becoming a Radio City Rockette, or dancing back up to Britney Spears or Katy Perry. I danced competitively just about my entire life. And when I aged out and went to college, I joined a contemporary company. I began teaching, and somehow, still not sure how this even happened, I fell in love. And no, I'm not talking about falling in love with my boyfriend of almost 6 years. Sorry, Tyler, we'll get to you later. I fell in love with another sport, and that is where my cheerleading career started. So here I am, 5 feet, 11 inches tall, at 20 years old, striving to become a cheerleader. And I'm crazy. I still danced, but I struggled with it after a couple challenges. I'll get into that in a different episode. Don't want to go down that rabbit hole just yet. I trained hard and ended up making a collegiate cheerleading team, followed by 2 world's teams, which was by far some of my biggest achievements and blessings in life. So here I am, in my early 20s, stuck in a love triangle with me, dance, and cheerleading. And of course Tyler, but like I said, we'll get there later. But here comes in a love number 3, and my triangle quickly became a square, and that ended up being social media. I always thought I'd be a dancer and then teach or coach, which I mean I still do. I work at a fabulous dance studio and coach a high school dance team. I'm also working on another dance-related project that I'll get to soon. But now I've found a passion for working in social media and creating content. While that's a whole new can of worms I'll eventually dive into, I don't really want to dive into that just yet. Like I said, another episode. So that's a very brief synopsis of my life. I also love horror movies, reading fantasy novels. I love my new 80-pound Doberman, who is absolutely wild. My sweet black kitty, annoying Tyler. Binge watching documentaries on how the pyramids were built. And of course, and most importantly, all of the people who have been a part of my life's journey. I'm so excited about this new podcast journey, and I'm so excited that it is finally live after all of this corona madness, all the setbacks. But hey, that's what life does. Throws curveballs at you, and you gotta find a way to dodge them. I hope to cover as many life challenges as possible, even ones I personally haven't faced, but bring on others that have, in the hopes that we can help you navigate through life's craziest obstacles. I have been very lucky to live the life that I have, but I did face hardships. However, I do realize that there are so many out there that face even harder hardships and may feel alone. But guess what? You're not alone. My mom used to always tell me that not all who wander are lost. One of our favorite quotes. And I'd for sure be lost without my clan. So I'm inviting you to come be a part of it. Welcome to Katie Chat. Alright guys, that is it for today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was just a brief introduction about me and what this podcast is going to entail. But be sure to tune in every Friday at 6 p.m. for a brand new episode. And don't forget to follow Katie Chat on Instagram at Katie Chat Podcast, or visit my website at katiechatpodcast.com. Can't wait to chat with you soon. bye.